What's up, everybody? So I decided to create a list, and these are the few things that I would change about Magic. I've been playing since 8th edition. For those who don't know when that came out, that was 2003. So I've been playing for 20 plus years on and off. I've seen the good, the bad, the weird, the crazy, the everything. So this is just what I would personally do. So in the comment section below, let me know what you would do. And let's just get into it, because I don't like drawn out videos where the intro is like 5 minutes. This is not 2006 YouTube. One of the things that I would do, I would bring back state championships and provide quote-unquote private ones for other nations. So back in the day, there was state championships that people would go to. So you lived in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Cali, Texas, New York, Oregon, Utah, you had a state championship. Now I say private ones because I live in the United States and I understand that our structure is different in other countries, but you have provinces. So whatever province you live in, everybody in that province's borders will have a tournament, and you can only qualify if you lived in that province for the past 12 months. I would bring back high quality printing. Now I understand that from the business side, WotC wanted to up their printing, they want to do all these sets, and as someone who's played Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! I noticed that Yu-Gi-Oh's quality went down too, because they use the same printers as Magic in some regards. Pokemon really did not have this issue as bad, and now that I play Flesh and Blood, I'm looking at their quality. I'm like, wait, you're using the same printers. Why is the quality of these cards better than the current Magic cards that I'm getting? And honestly, it's at the point where I had some buddies who had proxies of some of their reserve list dual lands because they don't want to mess up their other one. They don't want to mess up their dual lands for a commander. I don't blame them for that. I would, compare the two. I'm like, okay, well, why don't I just go to okay, listen here once. They're basically just making it where I'm like, well, let me just go ahead and get the proxy version of this card, because WotC is making a trash version. And when I mean a trash version, I've had some cards that had the same card stock quality as MetaZoo, Lorcana, and Star Wars Unlimited. And those cards are very thin, and I'm not used to it, and I really don't like it. And I don't think those cards are going to hold up to the test of time. Like how it's like my buddy that had that full Tarmogoyf. It's still in great condition, and he played it a lot. He shuffles really hard. So come on. If I'm gonna pay top dollar for something, WotC, it needs to be the best quality that I'm used to. I would officially separate EDH and CDH, so regular commander and competitive commander. That way, and it's not hard for them to do. I really think they should do this. I get, people hated the bannings and everything. I was like, okay, cool, but the collector side of me is happy that I'm just gonna go buy this expensive Jewel Lotus now, because now it's going down in price. And I'm just gonna put it on my mantle anyway. I would just separate the two and be like, okay, competitive commander players, this is what y'all list is. Regular commander players, this is what your list is. But people remember, Rule 0 exists. I got playtest groups where people are like, we're not gonna buy those new bands, we don't care. So they'll sleep up that deck, but then they got a spare card for people who don't want to play against, people who have dual loads, and you swap the cards out. It's not hard. It's just an extra sleeve, and you just turn the card around. That way you realize, okay, this is the card for my non-CDH community. You think about it, you're playing at home anyway, you can make up your own ban list. You don't have to go by what WotC wants to anymore. This is not tournaments. Personally, I have a quote-unquote side deck for one of my commander decks, where it's like 5 extra cards that I like to use, and I just swap them in and out in between games. I'm not in the tournament, ain't gonna be no deck checks. My deck is still 99 cards plus my commander. So just think about that. Now hear me out. A lot of people gonna get very, very, very upset about this. I know my main man Ike is gonna get upset about this. I love bringing this argument up to him just for the fun of it. But hear me out before you get mad on your keyboards. I would reserve list and never reprint the original artworks? Stop typing it and let me tell you why. The original Yu-Gi-Oh card first editions and the original Pokemon card first edition, like the Charizards, they're in good condition. They're skyrocketing in price. So the original Dark Magician and Charizard have been reprinted to death, but those first cards are still going up in price. Now, mind you, I get Magic did not do first editions, but this is why I would do new artworks, because you have new artworks. It allows people to get into vintage and legacy, but the prices of the original reserve list will still hold some value. Will they go down temporarily? Yes, because there's gonna be a panic. People go, oh, the reserve list is over. They're getting rid of everything. I'm selling out. I hate this game. But the smart people like Rudy are gonna go, let me go ahead and buy these while they're cheap. And then when they go up in price, because it's gonna go back up because this exact card doesn't exist. And hear me out. The fact that WotC's already done it with their quote unquote, these are not tournament legal cards. I think in the next 10 years they're gonna get rid of the reserve list. They're gonna get greedy, Hasbro's gonna get desperate, and then, you know, WotC, nothing's gonna work for WotC. They're like, I'm gonna repurpose reserve list so people can get these cards. Like, you know, just do like one little special pack where everybody can get one copy of each. That way people buy four, you know, make it like $50. I buy it. I'm like, okay, I got my 4 Black Lotuses. Now I'm gonna go play Vintage. The Vintage committee will be revived in paper. But then another part of my argument is the fact that, you know, I know a lot of people are gonna get mad about this. So in Flesh and Blood, they have gold foil rarity of current cards. And when I'm looking at the price of some of these gold foil cards, they're thousands of dollars. They're worth more than a good bit of reserve list cards. But I can go get the cheap version, non-foil, if I want to play it, but the gold foil still keeps value. And the reason is because LSS says, I am not going to reprint these cards in this rate. This is the amount we printed. If you want this card, you have to win this level of event, and that's it. So collectors, if collectors are hounding the winners for this. So if you win a gold spring tunic, I'm gonna put it up here for everybody who doesn't know what it is. Basically, it gives a resource. So every 3 turns, it ticks up and it gives you a free resource. I can go get the white border version or the black border version for cheap. But if I'm, you know, super rich like Kanye West or something, and I want the gold border version, I'm gonna go to the collector. Hey man, $4,000. I'm just throwing the number right up. $4,000. If you ain't got $4,000 in your bank account, and you can go, oh yeah, sure, or you can go, oh, let me think. You add in a foil of the black border one, we got a deal. You know, I'm Kanye West, I'm rich. All right, cool. So essentially, you made your money. You can go put it in S&P, catch up on bills, you know, buy food, whatever you want to do with that money, and you still got the card to keep playing. I mean, just realistically, people are printing proxies of the reserve list anyway. So at the end of the day, WotC might as well go ahead and make the money, because realistically, they're still gonna keep their value. They really are. How many people do you know have Black Lotuses? I met one guy. He's on my Facebook page. His is, when I looked at it, I'm like, hey man, if you get this appraised, you probably get gym at 10 or back in, or go to PSA. You pay for college for your friends. And when I mean I checked out. Trust me. He did the bid test. I won, but the car's still in good condition. But anyway, this is what I would do to change Magic. Oh yeah, I would slow down sets. I'm sorry, it's too many sets coming out. I would slow down on doing the secret layers, so the quality would be good. Like, if you're gonna pay extra money for fewer cards, I would want you to have, you know, perfect quality cards, the best. And if it was a misprint, it'd be worth you more money because it doesn't happen. Like, I would want them to improve their card quality, because the way things are going now, it's not good. It's not good. But anyway, like this video, if you want to keep hearing more about TCG related things, not just Magic or whatever, or one game, like, just hear me out, y'all. I know I'm Remy. This is a different type of channel where I'm going to talk about things in TCGs in general. And, you know, this is more of a casual entertainment channel for you guys. This is not super hardcore. We're going to do deck lists. We're going to go over reviews. No, those channels are a dime a dozen. That's cool. You know, you already got your market. Watch it. I'm not going to do that. This is something that you're listening in your car and you just want to go brain dead or whatever. You can listen to me around. You can do that. So comment, share the video, and then see you guys in the next video.